You know that feeling when you mark the perfect POI? It looks clean, it makes, and you are sure that this POI is definitely the one. Then price just comes and slices through it like the POI was never. Yeah, we've all been there. But here's the thing, your POI is not failing because your strategy is bad. The issue is that you're picking the wrong POI in the trading room. In this video, I'll show you why this keeps happening and how to fix it. They trade the market, I trade my namesake. My name is Gold. I'm not just a trader, but I'm a trader who trades only a namesake. Gold on gold. I got this request in my comment section saying I should make a video on FVG POI within a trading ring. So I'm going to break down how to select an FVG from a trading range, how to pick your POI from a trading range. So if this is something you would love to see, then you should stay around. So let's get into the video. ASAP, no time. So first of all, you need to start your analysis on a higher time frame. Let's say the 4 hours. You can use daily. For the sake of this video, I will start on the 4 hours here. You need to know, are we trending upwards? Where was the last break of structure? We got this sweep right here, and we got this break right here. Yeah, that means we are trending upwards. So now this is your trading range here. This right here is your trading range. That's this low. Let me mark it. This low to this high. So this low to this high is your trading range. And like I said in my range video, you should only trade from POIs within the 50%. So if you're considering any FVG, it should be this and this that you should consider. And of course, if you're considering any other block, because this is also in 50% is in discount level, you can consider buying from this or this. Yeah. So let's check somewhere else. This with our strategy, you can see this did not tag us in, it just left without tagging us in, which is fine. Yeah, but if we go down checking this area on the 15 minutes time frame, because you mark your trading range on the 4 hours and then you go down to the 15 minutes, which is lower time frame, to look for an entry within it. So coming down to the 15 minutes, which is our lower time frame, we can see right here. Remember, we got our trading range from the 4 hours here. Now, let me reduce this. Okay. We can see we got this break of structure here. So on the 15 minutes, this is our new trading range. This right here is our new trading range. So if we are buying, we'll be looking for areas below the discount level. Did price get there? No. What do? We missed out on that trade. Now we got another break right here. We got another break right here. So checking our, we can see that price almost tapped within the discount, but it didn't. Someone would have bought here and they made money, but I would not be interested in this level at all. Yeah. That's why it is good you have an edge. You don't just jump into the market. You know what you're looking for and what you want to see. So we got another break of structure. And we can see that I think price ran all the way. Okay, so we got um another break right here. Remember, all this is still within the 4 hours trading range. Yeah. And there was this inducement here. I would definitely have taken a buy from here. I would have taken a buy from here. I would have taken a buy from here. I'd have taken a buy from here. SL just below. Yeah, yeah. I love looking to my left when I'm putting the SL. You see, I use the body close of this guy to put in my SL. So it always helps you to avoid stop losses. And the target will be this high. Me, I love 1 is to 4 out, so I'll make it 4. If it's not getting there and it's going too far, I'll just bring it to the center. So you get. So this was a clean trade that hits TP. If you have the mind, yeah, you can just target our 4 hour um 4 hour high, yeah, the 4 hour trading range. You can just target it and can say this is a 1 to 16 hour. But it is risky. Why? We've not been having any pullback. Price can just do something here from here, come down and sweep all this before proceeding. So once I did not catch the move from the bottom, I don't target so far. Do you get? I don't. It's very risky. Yeah, it's very risky. You could have also targeted here, which is the next liquidity. But like I said, it gets very risky when you're buying from up here and up here because price can manipulate, come down, taking everybody out, and then still buy. But you can see this level held. So that is basically how you trade in your trading range. So after this, we see that our 4 hour trading range got smashed. Immediately it gets smashed, and you see that we have um um internal change of character. We zoom out again, we go back to the 4 hours. Yeah, we go back to the 4 hours. Now we can see we have FVGs on this 4 hours. I personally would have loved to use this FVG. Why? Number one is the discount and it's a valid FVG, as you can see here. It is a valid FVG. But price did not even fat. Price is not even willing to listen to us. And we can see that price ran. This is another trading range on the 4 hours. This is another trading range on the 4 hours. So these two trading ranges, let's go to the 15 minutes. Let's see if we get entry. Now remember, you pick your trading range on the higher time frame so you don't get confused with the lower time frame noise. Yeah. This once we get a change of character in this 15 minutes time frame, I would have cut this sell. Why? We can see that we have pools of liquidity here, and then we have an order block, and then we know that the internal pullback has started. Yeah. So obviously, but we won't be targeting far because we don't know how far the pullback is going to go. So just 1:4 is a must. So I would have taken this risky sell, but I took it because number one, we got 15 minutes change of character, signifying to us that internal pullback has started. And then we got this liquidity, nice liquidity build up here. Some people would have taken sell from here and they don't collect to get. So we want to enter after some people have collected. Yes, they collected stop loss. Do you understand? So I would have taken this sell. That is another one based on our trading range. And then did we get an opportunity for a buy? Let me see. We got this, but the price pulled back. No, we didn't get any pullback, and then we went to take out the next structural level. We didn't get any pullback and went to take the next structural level. Yeah, there was no entry at all. Crazy pair. So here again, before the next structural level, we can see that, you can see this high took out this high. This guy right here took out this guy. Let me see. This high took out this guy right here, and then it took out the low. So that's an internal change of character. See, always pay close attention to 15 minutes change of character. It will help you in the long run. Once 15 minutes changes character, after taking out an external high or an external low, just know that the internal pullback is likely starting. So right here, like we did in the other time, the internal pullback is starting. This is liquidity. Like I said, somebody must collect before we enter the sell. You can see people sold with this other block. People sold right here. So we want all of them taken out before we enter. If I'm trading on a higher time frame, like 4 hours, 1 hour, using my FVGs, I necessarily don't wait for liquidity, yeah, because that is higher time frame. And when the first pullback starts, majority of the time it will first use FVGs. That's the mindset, yeah. It will first use FVGs to build the liquidity. So I take my FVG trades on the higher time for 1 hour, 30 minutes, 4 hours. I take it there. But when I come down to the lower time frame, even if I'm to use FVG, if there is no liquidity, there is no inducement before it, I don't enter because that's lower time frame. So understand that. Don't get confused. I'm saying this for the person that asked me to make this video. How I pick my FVGs, my POI within the range. This is me breaking it down. Select your range on the 4 hours so that you know where you're heading. And then narrow down to the 15 minutes to look for your entries. Also respecting the ranges on the 15 minutes. I hope I not just confuse you. But if you go through with this video, watch it over and over again before you understand. So here is our order block. Like I told you, yeah, I know we are waiting for the 50% discount, but price might not get there. So don't target the 50% discount. Just target the next low. Why is this thing so long now? Ah, come on. So the next area that we are targeting ah, wow, is this high. And like I said, if it's not 1:4, I aren't entering the trade here. So 1:4, targeting the next low. Don't do more than yourself. Yeah, don't just do more than yourself. And when you are taking these trades on the lower time frame, make sure that your liquidity is close to your POI. You cannot tell me that this right here is the liquidity for this other block. It doesn't make sense. This is too far for this other block. Do you get? So if you are using this as liquidity for your other block, just know that you are going to be taken out. You understand? So coming down this area, since we changed the character, this area, this is liquidity for this lovely POI. But it's so big. The POI is so big. Unless you want to use the 50%. There is no left to look at here. Let's see if it's too far. Okay. There's no left. I'm trying to look to the left. There's really no left to look at. But you know you can't put your SL here. You have to give it room to breathe. I really love to put it here on top of this week or use the body. But here is fine. And you must be sure it's up to 1:4. If it's not up to 1:4. And when I'm dragging it low, I don't go below this 50% discount line. Yeah. It's better I don't even take the trade. Yeah. Highest, I will move it. Yeah. And we smashed it. So this is like trading a range within a range. 15 minutes ranges inside 4 hour ranges. So the external has been taken out. I think we would have gotten another entry too. Yeah, I would definitely have gotten another entry after this change of character. That's most likely what I would have waited for because this POI is too big. Do you get? So I would have waited for it, and then you can see we got our liquidity here and we got our other block. So once I catch a trade like this from the bottom, my darling, I'm targeting to the top. I don't know why this thing is so big. So looking to the left, this is so far, so far. Let me use here. Always give your your SL rooms to breathe because of manipulations, spread, and the rest. Yeah. So would have caught this trade. That's using the range within a range. So we can see that our 4 hour trading range has now been taken out. Alright, since it has been taken out here, we will have to keep going until we see a change of character in the 15 minutes and then we can zoom out. This is a very nice trade, but we didn't take out this guy. But I wanted it to take out this guy. Remember, when you're trading on the 15 minutes, let there be liquidity. Otherwise, it's a very low probability trade. So I wouldn't have taken that trade. This also, we got nice inducement. So I would want them taken out. And once they are taken out, now this is what I was telling you. You can see where this guy is. Let's even check. Um, Please don't go and say this is a change of character. Where is your liquidity that it took? This is not a change of character. Please just know where your liquidity is. You will know when it's a change of character and when it is not a change of character. If you say this internal one is a change of character for the pullback of this leg, you are correct. But if you say this one is a change of character for the whole pullback, you are wrong because we know obviously that this is our change, this is our liquidity area. Yeah, we know obviously this is our liquidity area. So I would have cut this trade. You can see that this liquidity now is far from this other block. Don't now tell me that you'll be waiting here with this liquidity. Unless you are saying, okay, you are waiting for price to come and take out this guy and give you the OB, that's fine. So if you want to use this guy, just I personally would have used this. I'm sure I think you didn't tap it into. I would have used this guy here because it's closer. Because the thing is that once you're trading liquidity here, price might just sweep the liquidity and go. So you want to make sure that your POI is something that is very close like this to the liquidity so that once it's swept, people will just move together. You get? But this is the closest to it. If we had gotten a better pullback here, we would have used to reclaim the block. But right here, this is what I would have used and price did not tap it in. So it's a missed trade for me. So then we got another break. Remember, we've not gotten a change of character. Of course, even the blind can see that this is not pull back to the discount level, so we are not interested in this area. We got another break of structure. Yeah, I would have been interested in this because we obviously got this clean inducement. Yeah, and when if you've not watched my other blog video, please go and watch it. Why? This guy, we know that it's an inducement to trap traders. This guy right here is an inducement for our other block. Where's the last candle that showed liquidity? This guy right here. Like I said, make sure that your POI is very close to the inducement so that price will just tap you guys in and then you move. And where will we be targeting? We'll be targeting here. Let me place it. So like I said, when you want to place your stop loss, look to the left. So let's use the body close of this candle, or here. Let's use here. That's this body close here. You can also use the wick or use this body close. But let me see. This is the invalidation zone, very close. So which is closer to it? This guy. This guy is closer to it. But I feel I will use here. I personally know myself. I will use this body close here just to avoid manipulations and sweeps. So this is our TP. Okay. Yeah. This will be our TP because we know this is a manipulation. Yeah. Smash. You can also target here, but I feel this is manipulation. This is the real high. Yeah. So you can see it got smashed like really fast. Now, uh, this did not take out this guy, and all these are just noise, confusion. To confuse impatient traders, you miss the first one, you want to catch the second one. You could have caught it, but with this week, I am not even interested in this zone at all. And then price came down, took out this guy right here. Now we have our change of character. What do? We zoom out. Why are we zooming out? Because we need to see what the higher time frame is saying. What is the narrative going on there? What are we to expect? What are we doing? This is not. So we can see that this was our last break of structure. All these are just noise. Now, what do? We take our fib from this low to the high. Yeah, extend it. Now, this is our 50%. And this our 50% goes with this FVG. It slaps with this our FVG. So that's how you will see at times I might post trade in my Telegram channel and I will say I'm interested in this FVG, but I'll enter with confirmation entry. I've put a video on how I take my confirmation entry so you can watch it. So personally, I will be interested in this 4-hour FVG. Let me see how it is on the 1 hour. Yeah, this is what I like. So I also said this in my FVG video. If you see 4-hour FVG, yeah, that is very big. Check the 1 hour. In the 1 hour, you see that FVG will automatically be slashed into two. Now, the first one will be used as liquidity. Only put your interest in the second one. I said this. Put your interest in the second one. Yeah, I know I said something of breakaway gaps and valid averages, but once you see an average like this, check the 4 hours is a big one that will make your SL very big. Check the 1 hour, you will see that the average is 2. Majority of the time, the first one will be used as liquidity for the second one. Just make sure that they are in a discount zone or the second one is in a discount zone. So personally, I will be interested in this 1 hour average. I might take it aggressively or I'll use confirmation entry, but best that I use confirmation entry. Even if you are taking it aggressively, let's say this was a tapping, just like USL, just slightly below the FVG, and then it targets this guy. I don't like going outside of I don't really like going outside of the external range. Yeah. I don't really like going. So this is 1 to 4, and I would have missed this trade if I took it aggressively. Unless I just want to, you know, maybe check, yeah, check to my left. Okay, this is a high that I could target. So I could just extend it there, making it's not still up to 1:4. Let me move it down a bit. Yeah. Now it's up to 1:4. Using my left for target this high is up to 1:4. Yeah, so you could have cut it aggressively like this. So for the person that sent me to do a video for our FVG structure and POI, this is how I pick my FVGs. You saw the way I went from the 4 hours to the 1 hour. Then Now, so I went from 4 hour to the 1 hour FVG and then took my entry. This is for aggressive entry. But you know me, I like good around because I don't get 10K or 5K to risk on one particular trade. So I want my $50 to give me $1,000. It's not bad. So it's those that have money for Lambo that used to get that kind of thing. But 1:4 is still very, if you're risking $50, you are getting $200. So it's still very good. Yeah, it's still a very good one. So right now we know that this is our area of interest. Yeah, let me delete this. We know that this FVG is our area of interest. What do? We scale down to the 15 minutes. Again, remember, for hours. If your entry time frame is 5 minutes, you do this thing that I'm doing on the 15 minutes or 5 minutes. My own entry time frame is 15 minutes. So that is why you see me scaling down to 15 minutes. So on the 15 minutes, I think it gave me my favorite entry set. We got a sweep, which is what we would love to see. If you watch my confirmation entry video, you will know that if there is no sweep, you are definitely going to be the sweep. And then we got a change of character. So I would want to see a pullback. And then we can just see price just started this unnecessary range. And then give us this change of character here, signifying that the pullback has started. So what do? Immediately we get that the pullback has started, we take our fib from this low to this high. So we want a pullback that is within this discount. There's even an FVG here that I'm eyeing. There's an FVG that I'm okay, seems like this guy used it. Then I want this low to be taken, then we can use this other block. Anyways, let's see what price does. So this did not pull back and then went on to give us a new high. Okay, so this pulled back. Obviously, you should not be buying from here. Why? Can see it's not in discount. So this area is in the discount. But where price came to, I know there's liquidity here, but I will not be taking this trade. So I will not be interested in this trade. What I would have been interested in is this guy. I'll probably be interested in this guy. But using this guy here, oh, okay. But it has used it. That's why I said I will not be interested because this is a breaker block. But this guy has stabbed into the breakers. So this would have been a missed trade for me. This would have been a missed trade for me. Yep. So, another thing is as the trade is going, you can also be checking your time frame. Let me see. Let me see 1 hour. You can see, like I said, price will first use the FVG. You see this 1 hour FVG. Price will first use it to form the inducement. You can see. Let's see 30 minutes. I feel like that zone that price used, we should get an FVG or something there. Okay, there's literally nothing there. Not 4 hours. Okay, there's literally nothing there. There's literally nothing there. Because if you watch my FVG video, you know that you don't have not taken this FVG on the 4 hours. It will be used to create the inducement to go lower. So let's go back to the 15 minutes and let's see where is our Esther now. Okay, this is our Esther now. This is the 4 hour Esther now here. So whatever trade we are taking should be targeting that zone. So we got another break and we should be expecting a pullback. Of course, this is even going to, even if you are selling, we got a change of character here, internal. If you are taking the sell, you should know that you should come out of yourself from here because this right here is liquidity. And I also told you that your POI should not be far. Why I'm not using my fib C is because I already know that this area is in the discount, so that's why I didn't use the fib. You should know that you should not be buying from me. And I don't even know what want to make you to buy from here because you can see that liquidities are resting here. If you are buying from here, you are definitely going to use that. See, people bought too. So don't tell me that it's not marked to see. It's not everybody that has sense. So people bought from here. They will give you liquidity. This is liquidity. This is liquidity. This guy here. They will give you liquidity. But guy, just know that this is internal pullback. And majority of the time, that's the liquidity within the range. So let me delete that. So, like I said, don't tell me again that this inducement is what you will use for the other block at this extreme. The trade will go and leave you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Always make sure that your POI is very close to your um to your inducement or your liquidity to save you stress. So this right here is our inducement. This other block that tap into this breaker block is where we'll take our buy from. Looking to the left, yeah, I think that's, you can see that I use the body close of this guy. You can also use the body close of this guy, but I don't know what price I want to come down there to do, so that is why I use it. So from here now, you can target our external high. Why are we targeting it? Why did you can take your partials here and be just in case anything happened. But I love this manipulation here. That's why I'm targeting it. But also bear in mind that price could have come, swept this guy because he didn't use our other block here. Could have come, swept it, and used this POI. We're just lucky that he didn't do it here because the liquidity here was obviously enough. If the liquidity here was not enough, it would have done it, obviously. So this is another one. Uh, and then we went straight to our external. Now we'll keep following the 15-minute structure until here. You can see that this high took out this guy. So taking out the low, change of internal change of character for us. So it's best to zoom out. So once we zoom out, this is here. We will just do something like this to this high. So we are expecting this guy to come, but this guy taps into this other block, give us a new high before it dumps. So we'll extend it to this high. So this is our area of interest. This is our area of interest. So this is an FVG, this is an FVG, this is an FVG. Which of the FVG will you be interested in? Obviously this one. I would personally use this 4 hours ABG. But I will also bear in mind, because this thing is tricky here. Remember this our other block was not used. I will also bear in mind that make sure that you take your profit once this high is taken because there's every possibility that after this high is taken, price will come down, take out, clear out all these zones and use our other block that it did not use the first time. Do you get? So, but this FVG, of course, overlapping with breaker block of, knock it better loan size. So I'll be interested in this FVG. So since we know that this is our area of interest, On the 4 hours, this guy and this guy is our area of interest. On the 4 hours, what do? We can then go back to the lower time frame, which is 15 minutes, to check how we will get our entry. So on the 4 hours, you could have taken it aggressively this every day, which is fine. I love those of you that have mind get money. As me, I dey always say, I don't have money like that. I'm still trying to get money. Do you get? So I don't know the POI that price will use. It's better I use lower time frame confirmation. So I think this guy was swept. Let's confirm. It was not swept. So this brother did not come out on the way. So I would have probably missed this trade. It was not swept. So I would have missed this trade because this would have been my liquidity for this other block. I would have missed the trade. So I'll wait for next opportunity. There are always opportunities in the market. Aww. If this guy had been taken out, yeah, I would have used this other block. I would have caught the trade. But price will always do what price wants to do, and we have nothing to do about it. Can't do nothing. So this is another trading range. So this guy is within the 50%. But is there liquidity? Is there inducement? I don't see anything. This one that I would have used is too far. So I will not be interested in taking that trade. I won't, unless this glow was swept, which it was not. So this is how you pick your trade though. You have to be smart. Alright, so this is something that I would have taken. This is a break. And then we got this nice sweet liquidity. So I would have taken it. And I've taken it. And you can see we took out the high here. This is on down, but all these guys here are looking like liquidity to me. So I would have rather they take them out, take all those liquidity, then come here. I would have taken this buy. Yeah, but we've already had a change of character, so it should be a sell that we're looking for, not a buy. So that's it. So you can see here too. Now took out this guy. So if you took your trade there and you are targeting this guy, you can see how price manipulated came down, took everybody out before it finally go to take. That's why I'm telling you, if you do not catch the bottom, don't target this guy. Just maybe the next liquidity here or the next high. Just gently collect your money and run away. What did I say? Run away. Because this guy didn't have any pullback, so price later came back to. Anyway, so now you understand better how to pick your POIs inside your trading range. On the higher time frame, I pick my FVGs, the 4 hours, the 1 hour, I pick my FVGs on those time frames. And then on the lower time frame, which is 15 minutes, my entry time frame, I use majorly other blocks, breaker block, mitigation block. I use them that has inducement. I rarely use FVGs on the 15 minutes. Rarely, very rare, very rare. That to be like AA plus sector before I'll use it. But my FVGs on the higher time frame, I can use it without inducement or liquidity. Why? Because I know that FVG will be used to create the first liquidity, and I've given you an example of that. Yeah, you can see here, FVG was used to create the liquidity, then came, took it out, and then we tabbed into the main FVG before we took out the high. So it happens over and over again, even on the 4 hours. FVGs will be used to create the inducement on the higher time frame. That's why on the higher time frame, I am not waiting for inducement. Does it click? I'm not waiting for inducement. If there is inducement, it's good and fine. Like this one now, we already had this, we had this for them to take out. It's good and fine. But this one now, you can see there was no inducement. and price used it to create the inducement and move. It's good and fine. So don't get confused when you are picking your POIs within a trading. So next time, if your POI fails, ask yourself, where exactly are you picking it? Are you using the higher time frame range, or is it the lower time frame? And what did you see to make you pick it? Don't just pick any random POI or FVG because it looks good. If you don't know how to pick your FVG, watch my FVG video. I told you exactly what FVG to pick and what FVG not to pick. And now I've also break down how to pick those FVGs within your trading ranges, both on the higher time frame and on the lower time frame. So if this video helped you, don't forget, share it with somebody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that when I post, you'll be first to notify. So on that note, I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.